Brooks Fahy has been working tirelessly to save these animals from painful traps, and he has been working to develop a technology that will keep them out of harm's way by alerting them to their surroundings with, and also with the help of laws. While he has seen hundreds of sad cases, there's one coyote he'll never forget. Fahy, who is the executive director of the nonprofit Predator Defense, received a call from a concerned citizen about an animal caught in a trap. After scouring the Oregon woods, he found the young coyote. His leg was badly pinched in a leg-hold trap. When I walked up on that coyote, he looked at me and then he looked down, like he was ready to accept his fate, Fahy told the dodo. Animals caught in traps can wait days before they're found and killed, sometimes for their meat or fur, other times just for recreation. Some animals caught in traps try to gnaw off their own limbs out of desperation. Traps are notoriously non-selective. Whether it's an M44, a neck snare, a leg-hold trap, any animal that comes along could get caught, Fahy said. Endangered species and even people's beloved dogs can be injured or even killed because of indiscriminate traps. The trap was set out by Wildlife Services, a branch of the USDA that kills tens of thousands of coyote each year by trapping, shooting, snaring, and poisoning them. The coyote Fahy found seemed to be determined to stay alive. There were some puddles of melted snow near him, which he appeared to have been drinking from. Fahy said he had been in the trap a long time, a week minimum. Fahy also noticed a branch sticking up out of the ground beside him that was all chewed up. He'd been gnawing on it to relieve the pain, Fahy said. As Fahy got closer, he noticed paw prints in the ground and the vestiges of smaller animals. There were these small bones around him. We realized that a mate was bringing him food, Fahy remembers. It's gut-wrenching. It haunts me to this day. Fahy did everything he could to save the 2-year-old coyote's life. Except for his terrible injury, he appeared healthy. He was in his prime, Fahy said. But the coyote's foot was completely ruined. The bones were jutting out through his skin, and the animal appeared to be exhausted from trying to survive. When I picked him up and wrapped him in a blanket, I felt him completely relax in my arms, Fahy said. He had nothing left. Fahy carried the young coyote a mile to his truck and then drove him to see a veterinarian. Sadly, the coyote was just in too much pain, so Brooks held him while the veterinarian euthanized him with an injection. I've dealt with hundreds of trapping cases. I've seen animals who have lost their teeth because they're gnawing so hard on the trap. I've seen it all, Brooks said. But I think of this coyote every day. This coyote died in 1992. Virtually nothing has changed, Fahy said.
Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story.
If anything, it's gotten worse. Hundreds of thousands of coyotes like him have been killed since then, many of them by these painful traps. In 2016 alone, Wildlife Services killed 76,963 adult coyotes. Over 19,000 of them were killed by leg-hold traps, foothold traps, leg snares, and neck snares. And that doesn't even count how many coyotes and other animals were killed through trapping by private citizens. The brutality of these traps cannot be overstated, Adam M. Roberts, CEO of Born Free USA, said in a statement. Steel-jaw leg-hold traps and conibear traps slam shut with bone-crushing force, causing massive injury and trauma. Animals trapped in strangulation neck snares, designed to tighten around an animal's neck as he or she struggles, also suffer in extreme agony for an unconscionable amount of time. Steel-jaw leg-hold traps, snares, and conibear traps can cause massive pain, injury, and even death to anyone who crosses its path, Jennifer Place, a program associate at Born Free USA who specializes in trapping issues, told the dodo. We have seen it happen too many times. A mountain lion cub caught in a leg-hold trap. A dog who breaks her teeth to the gum line in her panic to free herself from a trap. A boy rushed to the ER with a conibear trap on his arm. A young man getting ensnared in a conibear trap set near a park playground. These traps are cruel, archaic, and terrifyingly indiscriminate, and they can be found anywhere. There are bills in the U.S. House of Representatives that could finally put some limits on trapping, Place added, like the Refuge from Cruel Trapping Act, H.R. 1438, which seeks to ban leg-hold traps and body traps in national wildlife refuges. It is time to stop the further spread and use of these brutal devices, she said. Another bill introduced to the House this month is the Public Safety and Wildlife Protection Act, H.R. 1629, which aims to ban the import, export, and interstate commerce of steel-jaw lake-hold traps and conibear traps, the two most widely used traps in the U.S., and it's expected that the Limiting Inhumane Federal Trapping, LIFT for Public Safety Act, which seeks to ban traps on federal lands managed by the Department of the Interior and Wildlife Services, will be reintroduced. There are many people fighting to end trapping for years, and we hope that some of their suffering could soon come to an end. Please spread the word and help get trapping banned. Some of the challenges I've seen throughout my career have not changed in 4 decades. It's wonderful that there are new challenges every day, Favi said. The scientific evidence tells us that these animals regulate themselves. It's about time for society to evolve and stop perceiving animals as resources. If we can empathize with them and feel the loneliness of an animal caught in a trap, then the list of things we could do would be endless.